I I saw that. I was like, are you not going to have her in? Guys, we're so pumped up. I'm leaving on Vegas. Okay. Elle is fighting Friday. Grant's fighting on Saturday. But don't get it twisted. All right. We are around 10 days away, 11 days away from Savage time. One of the greatest strawweight fighters in the history of the sport. Submission record, win record, Canadian's own, our favorite, Gillian the Savage Robertson.
Forgot to include him. I'm about to be top 5.
Woo. Dude, number 1 contender. You're going to be undeniable. Okay.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm like, that's the goal of this fight for me is, well, like, that's what I really feel like I have to do is make myself undeniable. I have to prove that I am the number 1 contender. So I have to go out there and just put on a performance. I really can't wait, honestly.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, as much as I want to talk to you about all these crazy fight announcements, Elle's fighting, Grant's fighting, like, dude, your thing's around the corner. I don't know any of your plans. I don't know. Sunday, I feel like Elle and I are both going to be in Vegas together. I don't know if we're going to do any content. I would assume Tuesday you're going to be flying. This might be it. This might be the last time we see G before Saturday night getting another victory. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, we always have that post-fight chat, so I'll be here for our victory chat. But yeah, Tuesday I'll be flying out, and it really has gone by so fast. I feel like I had so much time, and then now it's just like it's here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's crazy.
This camp went by quick for us too.
Because it wasn't halfway through the camp, but I felt like very early with a new fighter. Did that, you think, help the training camp or help the camp go a little bit faster? Did that kind of, has that been good? Maybe getting a new and a maybe bigger name opponent as well too.
I guess that might have been what made it feel like it was long and fast.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I had Lucindo for, I want to say I had 16 weeks notice total. Like it was like way too long to begin with. And so I want to say I had Lucindo for like 8 weeks, and then I had Amanda Lemos for 8 weeks. So I think with the fight change, it kind of like restarted a camp essentially. Right. We had to completely approach it. Like what we're doing in our drilling and our game planning is just a completely different style. So I'm like, we had to just tweak things, start drilling different, start adding, maybe like bringing some different partners, different things like that. But I don't think it could have went better with the change up. It's exactly like after my last fight, I literally called out Amanda Lemos. I'm like, This is the girl that I wanted. I think that it is a bigger name. I think that also the fact that it's Tatiana's last fight, and Tatiana's really the only person that they're talking about as a contender. So I think it's easy to kind of put them side by side and be like, well, Tatiana did this to Lemos and I was able to do this. So who deserves the title shot more?
I love it.
So, on that same note, do you feel like since Weili was obviously dominant before she decided to go up to 125, I don't know if I would assume she's planning to come back down because she looked really small at 125, in my opinion. I would assume she's going to come back down. Are you a little bit concerned that they probably would match her back up with Mackenzie Dern before that? Or do you think maybe she's going to take some time off and that'll give you some time to take that first title shot before her?
I guess my thought process is Mackenzie says she wants to fight every 6 months. Typically, Weili fights once a year.
Right.
Like, just by like.
And a loss, too.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm hoping that I can get the Mackenzie fight and then the Weili fight, back to back.
Let's go.
Imagine Weili at the White House.
Oh.
I think that's a little bit soon.
That would be cool. But yeah, that would be a lot back to back. Definitely.
A lot of G questions in there, but there was an L question. I got to give L some flowers. L, what sort of time are you fighting? What time zone?
So it is on Spectation Sports. I will drop all the links in the chat when we actually have the promoter coming on at the end of the show. So he'll be on in a little bit. I am the main event. So is
main event L.
Late. It was not the original plan. I think they just lost their main event and they were like, well, we have L. So I'm not fighting 5 rounds, guys. It's 3.
You've always been the main event, L. Come on, let's just be honest.
It's what needed to happen in the first place,
Gillian, do you think she will bring you right to the title shot? I would assume they mean this win the most.
Yeah, I believe so. I think that after another win, like I just had a win over a top 10 opponent and win over a top 5 opponent, I think it puts me in the talks for the title. I think obviously, like I said before, I think Tatiana's name has been talked about, and then depends how quick Weili comes back. But I think that if I do have a good performance, that I think that I should be up there.
I hope you get this analogy, and I mean this in the best regards, G. Tatiana is the Arman Sarukian. You're the Patty Pimlet, okay? You get the title shot. That's where we're going. We're going over people, and come on. That's
Should I get the haircut too?
Whoa, no! Don't cut the hair, G. Don't cut the hair. G, how do you rate your fight card as a whole?
I guess I honestly haven't really looked into it too much.
Wow.
I know there's a couple Canadian girls on it. I see UFC Canada posting about us a lot. So we have 3 Canadian girls on the card. So I'm like, that's really cool. Other than that, I really haven't seen, honestly, too much about the card. I just have kind of been in my own little world.
Yeah, for sure. Man, G really is a fight or two away for the title. It's so true. We've been saying that for years here. Let's go. How about G versus Tatiana? I don't know. Guys, Mackenzie's got to fight someone. Like Mackenzie fought 2 months ago. So I would assume March, April. G fights December 13th. It's just, come on, lines up. We Fight Finance has already got a poster of Dern and G for 3 years now. Come on. We're making it happen. So crazy. All right. Before UFC 323, just a little talk and maybe more of L and more of G. Guys have any questions, ask right away. We got to ask you, me and L have been debating, not on the same side as all with these fight announcements. Where are you at it? Are you in an outrage? Do you not care at all? Do you see pros and cons of one or the other? Where are you at on Pimlet, Gaethje, and Lopez Volkanovski, G?
I mean, I guess I see pros and cons. I can see why they did some of these. Like, it's the first cards on Paramount. They need them to be exciting. And these are the guys that they can rely on to bring an exciting fight, that are going to bring a fight. And, like, that Lopez and Volk, I don't know if we need to see it a second time, but it's going to be fun. Like, it's going to be a war. Same with Patty and Gaethje. I'm like, it's definitely going to be a fun fight. Is it the most deserving fight for the interim belt? I don't know. But is it going to be an entertaining fight? And for the first couple cards on Paramount, does it kind of make sense? In a way, I can understand it.
Spot on, L. And L, we did this to you last week. G did one of these things. We're at the gun show with Gillian Robertson right now, live and in person. Holy crap, G. Wow.
Yeah, I'm cold now. There's no way I'm wearing shirts now. I'm drinking way too much water.
This is the first week we're starting to get down. So I'm like, we're not too skinny, but we're definitely we're noticing it now.
You cranked up the heat in the house just a degree or two.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so funny. Gillian, what's your dream fight? Joanna?
And Joanna is the legend of the strawweight division. So I think that one's easy to say. Like, if you fight her, then you're going to solidify your legacy in this division, where I'm like, it's almost like the Amanda Kayla fight. I'm like, Kayla has to beat Amanda because Amanda's such the big name. I'm like, I feel like Joanna would be one of those. That's a huge reason why I want Weili to come back down. I'm like, I feel like until I beat Weili, I wouldn't really feel like the champion, I don't think.
Gillian, with the Paramount deal, bring more money to the fighters.
We'll see.
Love that.
We'll see.
Oh, I saw you had something. Yeah,
I do. So I think you probably heard it as you were sitting in the green room, but me and the comment section were debating Sean Brady's decision to apparently come down to lightweight, which personally I think is insane. I think he looks huge and lean all the time. I can't see him making 155, but you have maybe some inside information, or maybe you've been just know. I'm curious if Dean said anything to you. Obviously, he coaches Sean Brady as well. What do you think? What does Dean think if he's divulged any of that to you? Can this guy make lightweight?
I guess it was so funny. It was last week we were talking about how all the guys were moving down to 155. And the second we got off the podcast, I opened up and saw that Sean Brady was jumping down. And Dean in general, he's never a fan of like people like changing weight classes, like feeling like I need to go down to be bigger, stronger. Like he feels your technique should suffice for itself, or like, what happens if you do go down and it doesn't go well, or like, then what, So I don't think he's a fan of it as a whole, I would assume. I haven't really talked to him about it. I just know that's his general perspective. And with Brady, I don't know. I guess I know that he walks around like 190. Like, he's a big guy. Like, I don't know how he's going to be making 55.
And I think his argument, real quick, Dave, I think his argument is that there are lightweights that walk around 190 to 200, like Max Holloway and Paddy Pimblett, but they're not as lean as him. Like, Paddy gets fat at 200 pounds. Like, he's not hauling around 190 pounds of muscle. And Brady is. He's a lean, in shape guy. I think he's going to hurt himself trying to get to 55, personally.
No, I was going to say, I don't think it's a smart. Yes. I don't think it's necessarily the best move to be like, I don't think that. I think I don't know. I don't think it's a smart move.
We've all said dumb shit, right? I yell at my kids or a significant other. There's some things out of spite or out of anger you say. Guys, I think Sean Brady's super upset. He's probably super butthurt. He was the number one contender. And other times he would have fought for the world championship. He didn't. He fought this monster Michael Morales out of nowhere. Didn't go his way. Maybe another fight, him versus Morales, goes a different way if he can grab a leg, right? I think he's angry, and you're just saying a lot of stuff. So I'm just throwing that out there. I think Sean Brady's next fight will be at welterweight. And that's my call.
I think so too.
I just think there's too many elements to bring into it of like, he'll probably have to stop lifting as much, like stop being so muscular to try to bring down his weight a little bit. Then it's like, how do you feel like that? Is your technique the same because you're not the same like strength, same explosiveness? Like, there's just so many things that come into it that it's like, do you even see the same fighter when they go up a weight class or down a weight class?
Joel Alvarez, I felt like he felt that he wasn't massively oversized at 170. And I feel like he took fewer risks. We see it all the time. We saw, I think, Islam's maybe small issues that he did have at lightweight. We saw them pretty much disappear like at welterweight. So it's, I definitely think it makes a difference.
I talk so much on air, off air to my kid. I say dumb shit all the time. I bake it in. My wife knows this. She's like, that's another dumb thing you said, Dave. Yeah, it's part of life. So, out of those two fights,
this was insane, by the way. I don't think any of us have talked about this yet. I did not, like, if a year and a half ago, somebody, like, future you came to you, Gillian, and was like, in a year and a half, you're going to watch this random lightweight that lost to Rumbetsky knock out Jack Hermanson, you would have been like, yeah, okay. Yeah. What did you smoke today?
Honestly, when we were bringing up changing weight classes, that was going to be one of the names that I was going to bring up. It's like, all right, now you change weight classes for Hermanson and it doesn't go well. So now
maybe
what?
Up is good and down is bad.
No, Jillian's undefeated as a strawweight.
That's
no.
I thought you were a flyweight.
One loss.
One loss.
Yeah.
That fight, I erased that fight out of my mind, G.
Yeah, we should.
To me, you've always been a strawweight. Like I was, so it's like I kind of forgot about
it. That's flyweight savage for a long time. That was.
It's funny because all my records are in flyweight still.
It's okay. You got plenty of time to make some new ones.
Exactly.
That is true. We just mentioned Diego. We just mentioned Patty. Both of us, I think all three of us, I should say, we've been wanting this Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison fight. We all thought we were probably going to get at the White House. We're getting it super early. It feels like maybe they both knew all along who knows? Maybe Elle knows some inside, maybe not. Not going to ask her. But it seems like it's kind of come like, boom, we're getting it right away. I'm asking both of you guys first as females who fight. Are you guys a tad disappointed, 1%, that it's not a main event? Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes, one of the biggest female fights in the history of the sport. Amanda's return fight. There's a little part of me with 2 daughters. It's like, this should be a main event. Just throwing it out there.
I think that, yes, when there's an interim belt as the main event.
Okay.
You know, like, if it was like, I don't know, you had Poirier fighting and Kayla and Amanda as the co-main, I could understand that. But for an interim belt and then they're the co-main, I don't respect that.
And it's the biggest female fight possible right now. There isn't another female fight that comes close to that at this point in time, you know? Like, just for numbers and fan interest.
And if you're not going to make, and I said this to Elle right away, I think we literally hours after this, if you're not going to main event it, to me, I say this all the time, and I bring up my kids once again, if you don't care about it, something, if my kids don't want to play soccer, I'm not going to coach soccer. If you're not going to main event Kayla and Amanda, to me, you're saying you don't think it's one of the biggest female fights ever, because we've had Valentina main event multiple pay-per-views, Rose, Weili. I think Amanda versus Aldana was a main event. Think about that. Like, Kayla Harrison is a superstar who just won the championship. There's a rivalry, American Top Team. There's a lot there. Like, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird.
A statement you made earlier too. I was definitely shocked to see it this early in the year, because I'm like,
yes.
From what I heard, it was originally supposed to be on the last card on ESPN in December, and then they moved it to the White House, and then I just saw publicly announced that it was in January. So it seems to be like it's been moved around a lot.
I think the rumor mill moved it around a lot. I'm pretty sure it was like always supposed to be, at least from what I'd heard from people, that it was supposed to be early in the year.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I heard it from people that were on like Amanda's side, so I'm like,
that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it was all up in the air then. I think Kayla was pretty like set that it was going to be before the White House card for a while. I think. I don't know exactly, but that's what I had heard, you know. But they may have moved it around a lot. It's I understand why they're not waiting, because I don't think either of them want to wait that long. Like, that's a long time to be inactive. But that would be a huge fight to have on the White House card. Like, she already has a relationship with Trump. Like, that would have been pretty cool to do as well.
No, I think that they were both trying to fight earlier. Like, when they were offered the December card, like, that was their initial one that they wanted. Then I guess there was talks of the White House card, and then it makes sense to bring it on the Paramount, you know, bring such a huge fight. Like I said, these big fights on Paramount Plus's first cards, like making the UFC like show their worth, really.
Yeah. Would you see, if like, should Kayla win in January, would you see the possibility of them trying to do her and Valentina on the White House card?
And that would definitely be a possibility. I think that right now it's like Kayla's the only American champion. Like, there's no way that she's not going to be on the White House card. Like, she has to.
Yeah. And that's also like, her cut to 35 is solid, you know, like can she do that 6 months apart? But is it 6 months or is it less? It's less than 6 months, right?
Well, it's kind of in that range, 5, 6.
Like,
5,
right
6.
around there, you know?
A couple more. LG's got to leave like in 5 minutes. So there's a couple questions here, and I had one more thing for her. The chat's very into a lot of new people talking G. Both G and L, what prepares you mentally 24 hours before a fight, and what portion of the fight game is mental in your opinion?
All of it. I feel like the mental portion in the fight is how I typically am able to win fights, is I'm able to just beat my opponent to the positions, like beat them to moves. I'm typically just making decisions faster than them. But pre-fight, I'm like, honestly, I'd say 24 hours. Like, as soon as we do the face-off, I'm hyped. Like, I'm excited. I want to go. The next morning when I wake up, I have terrible anxiety, honestly. Like, it's something I definitely deal. It's only when I'm in the hotel room. When I'm in the hotel room all day long, I'll wake up at like 6 a.m. and feel my heart beating out of my chest. Then I'll have to deal with this feeling all day long. I usually don't even eat fight day. I'll drink like liquid carbs, but I won't eat physical food because I feel kind of nauseous because I'm just like nervous. And then the second I leave the hotel room, I just feel good again. I feel like it's just like I was just so anxious to be able to go do it. And once I get to go do it, then I'm like, all right, this is okay. I feel like it's a lot easier for me once I'm on my way to the venue. It's just the day in the hotel room that sucks.
This is a dumb question. I've never asked you this before, G. When you leave, because not most, I was going to say you fought on the Apex probably more often than not in the last 5-6. When you leave your hotel room, are you dressed like in your UFC gear, or are you just dressed normal? You get to the thing and you change into your gear.
Yeah, they have all your gear at the venue for you.
Okay. So you're
just wearing like whatever Venom clothes that you have from the week typically, or I don't know, you see some guys show up in suits and things like that. Yeah. I'm just gonna put on a hoodie and go. But
he's like, whatever Venom put in my bag for this week.
But tell me, G, when you fight Dern for the championship, you're I don't know if you ever seen Roger Rabbit. There's this like the main actress in Roger Rabbit wears this beautiful like red dress, like this
Jessica Rabbit.
Yes, yeah.
He's done that for Halloween before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, there you go. Tell me that you don't show up to that wearing that. You're like, oh, statement made. Okay.
No, I'm gonna just still be in my hoodie.
Savage.
I wouldn't risk wearing heels. I might like roll.
I always look at, even just like I've been going to a UFC gym to spar, and they have like a lot of machines there and people working out and things. And I'm like, I always look at the girls and they're in all these cute workout outfits, and I'm just like looking like a gremlin with my hoodie like tied up.
That's what I'm in my best friend's phone as, is little gremlin.
Gremlin?
She's like, because I'll be like dressed up on occasion, and she's like, and 90% of the time you just look like a gremlin. And I'm like, yeah.
Red hair.
Red hair dye.
Yeah,
we need to get a touch up next week.
Yeah, Friday we're getting it.
Nice and fresh.
There we go. Well, I'm excited. It's crazy. I'm telling you. And also too, I think both of you know this, maybe not. So on Friday, they do the real weigh-ins, and I think it's right before the ceremony or maybe after the ceremony weigh-ins, they're doing a big one of those 2026 fight like interview things, like they do it every like 2 or 3 years. Dana's in the middle in there at the T-Mobile. So there'll be a big press conference. So I'll be there live for that. Yeah, I cannot wait. To be live for Grant's fight in Vegas. And then maybe one time I'll be, I don't know, live for G's fight. Maybe. Well, we might make it work. Maybe. I don't know.
You guys stay through like Tuesday, so you guys can like cross paths.
Me and G talked off air about something, and then she goes, Dave, you're 19th on the list. So I called my first 18 best friends, and you're 19th. So it didn't happen. But G, you're the best. Hopefully we'll talk to you. If not, we might not see you until your fight. Cannot wait. It's Savage time next weekend. UFC Vegas 113, Amanda Lemos versus one of the greatest strawweight fighters of all time, Canadian's own Gillian the Savage Robertson. You're the best, G. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, I'll see you guys.
There we go.
Good luck if we don't see you.
Good luck to you too.
Dude.
He said,